Hey, welcome. It's Friday. Team Superdad here. Jonnie, in fact, here from Team Superdad. It is coming up the end of August. Today's Friday, and obviously it's time for the weekly wrap up. Loads been happening, and I'm just here to share with family, friends, Team Superdad members from around the world. It's good to have you here all across the socials on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Hello on Instagram Live. Now we're live on Instagram. It's always tricky to flipping press all the buttons, isn't it? Welcome all those people on Instagram Live. Yeah, so I do this on a Friday. It's just a bit of fun, really. Time to just check in. You know, time flies so bloody quickly. It's like, I can't believe it. When you work for yourself, it's always a shock when Friday comes around. Generally, it seems when you work for someone else, then you're pretty happy when Friday comes around. So I think that's the big difference. It's Bank Holiday Monday here on Monday, and most people that work for themselves just are oblivious to the fact that a bank holiday is coming around, or certainly that's what it feels like for me. So yeah, loads been happening. I just put it in the description. It's the end of the summer. I'm much happier when it comes like the beginning of summer than the end of summer. I'm not a massive fan of winter. It's pretty hectic. I go back to school, kids' birthdays, half term, which is like school holidays in the UK. And then before you know it, it's thinking about Christmas and what the hell we're going to do and organise that. So it's just insane. And then you get through to January and you go, oh my gosh, that was hectic. That was hectic. So I'm much happier going into summer than going into autumn and winter. But I guess we just face that head on and make it happen, basically. This last week, I've had some awesome conversations around Team Superdad, the Launchpad Summit. You know, I'd planned on it being like a Saturday afternoon thing, like 6 hours long. And it just occurred to me through some conversations that A, that was quite hard to manage. B, could people dedicate that amount of time? And C, what was C? There's pros and cons to it, basically. But anyway, so the Team Superdad Summit is now going to run across 2 weeks, basically, the Monday and Tuesday of both weeks. And so that is going to be September the 21st, 22nd, and September the 28th, 29th. So it will be 2 hours on each of those nights. And we will talk about pretty much there's going to be a workbook. It's going to be like a micro course where you get to dive into and create with the workbook a real goal and vision and roadmap for the end of the year. 2020, what a shitty, weird, crazy year it's been. And for all our friends, family, Team Superdad crew in America, I mean, I watch a fair bit of American news and it just seems absolutely wild what's going on there. And the election is coming up in November. You'd think that might help things, but it's probably going to make it even crazier. So love and thoughts and prayers go out to you. But why was I saying that? I've flipping forgotten. Oh yeah, the workbook, Team Superdad Summit. Yeah. So focus and really, so setting the 4 nights up on the first night, but it's really about focus and goals and vision for yourself and your life. And then moving into fitness on the second night. And then the third night is going to be finances. So really getting a handle on where your money's at and looking at how you can grow and increase your income end of this year, going into 2021. And family and fun is the final session. So really, most importantly, to be quite honest, it doesn't come last because it's least important. It comes last because that's what I want to end you with. Like if you've got your finances in track and you've got your fitness in track, then it's all about spending more time with the people you love, your family, your friends, and having a great time. So that's the Team Superdad. That's the Launchpads. If you go over to teamsuperdad.com/launchpad, then you can check all that out. Go and do it now. Had a lot of fun this week on the Team Superdad podcast. What's David Toman? Here's his biog. Got it right there. The guy is like nootropics expert, world-renowned nootropics expert. Nootropics is the subject of like supplements, naturally occurring chemicals found in food, found in our body produces these things as well. But these are chemicals. These are things that we become deficient in. So, and as we become deficient in them, particularly as we get into sort of 35 plus, then your memory goes, your vision goes, libido, concentration, energy, like so many aspects of life. And we're all used to, particularly if we were ravers, we're all used to taking things to have a good time and to feel good, probably for longer than we should have. But and equally over the last Ritalin, if you've got a kid who's a bit on the old spectrum, you might have heard of Ritalin. But if you work in the creative sector, you might have tried to get some Ritalin to get you through long work sessions and stuff. But the world of nootropics is absolutely fascinating, because these are naturally occurring. We can biohack, we can hack our brain, our bodies, by taking on board the right supplements. And all you got to do is find out which ones they are. So David, if you go and check out the Team Superdad podcast, teamsuperdad.com/podcast, it's just a cool bloke. He's done loads of things. He was part of the crew that set up the first mobile phone network in the Caribbean. He sold yachts in Miami. He's got a gorgeous wife and stepkids, and so he's got a whole story there. It's just perfectly aligned with Team Superdad. So make sure you tune in and listen to the Team Superdad podcast this week. Subscribe, leave reviews, all of that. Share it with people you know. I've been on a camping trip with the kids. Thankfully, we found a caravan to go and stay in. That was just wild. A real slice of British culture. There've been all sorts. But this lockdown, this corona life we live in, it would have been fine. It was really hot, but for like 50-mile-an-hour winds. Absolutely. Like, what is going on in the world? Blazing heat and 50-mile-an-hour winds. What is going on? But yeah, the JnrJs are going back to school next week. And I mean, more than anything, I'm glad for my own life, but more than anything, I'm glad for them, because it's weird. They need to hang out with mates. They need to run around. They need to feel free. They need to have some structure and some independence as well. It's no good being cooped up with their family all the time. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I hope that it goes well for all kids going back to school. And as for me, spent some great time with some friends, some women friends. Big up to Kelly and Olivia. It's great to just I've shared a lot about my journey, my story around relationships and women, and it's just honestly, as I get more comfortable with the whole subject, it's brilliant, and lots of women are coming into my life through the podcast, through Team Superdad, through conversations that I'm having on a whole bunch of like content sharing portals and communities. So it's all about leaning into what it is that you want to create in the world. And as I lean into Team Superdad, guess what? Loads of awesome things are happening. So take that as a lesson for yourself. The more you lean in, the more that it's going to go right for you. And the more that you lean back, the less is going to happen for you. I'm just reading the latest book I'm listening to on Audible is Atomic Habits, James Clear's Atomic Habits. I'm only about 3 chapters in. Bloody brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So be sure to go and check that out. A couple of other recent books I've listened to is The Big Leap, Gay Hendricks. Absolutely brilliant book. I listened to it twice just because I wanted to. So make sure you go and check that out as well. And finally, I'm on the Ted McGrath Dream Clients Message to Millions weekend. So anybody who has connected with me or might be listening or watching this because of that community that's going on all weekend, I can see him just popped up in the Zoom call. So I'm going to go and tune into that. Absolutely brilliant, and all part of the explosion that's coming in the Team Superdad launch. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been the Team Superdad Friday wrap-up number 8. Number 8. Here we go. The Friday wrap-up number 8. I forgot my banner. There we go. You can put it up at the end. But if you've been watching, good health to you. Have a bloody great weekend. Hopefully we're going to have some fun with I haven't got the kids this weekend. We're going to have some fun on the webinars with Ted. And my boy Jago's playing football again on Sunday. So Green Army, let's have another win, please, boys and girls. Love y'all. Team Superdad out. Bye. Bye.